Nothing but blue skies above as you get a look there at Coors Field in downtown Denver. It's the home opener of this new season between the American League's Houston Astros and the Colorado Rockies. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Here's Nori Aoki. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Houston, the left fielder, number 3, Nori Aoki.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. These Rockies, Harold, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, they're on a small losing streak, but it could lead to a long one if you don't sit there and say, all right, it stops right here. We got to put a stop to it right now. Somebody's got to come up with a big hit. We got to get a good pitching performance. We need to win the game because that's the mindset you have to have. We're stopping it right now. The buck stops here.
And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. Settling in now, Carlos Correa. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses, ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. Aoki rounds third and is digging for the plate, but no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Set to get his day started, Jose Altuve, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Grounded to short. Valaika is there. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Stepping up to the plate, George Springer, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he takes ball 1.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. So stepping in, Evan Gattis. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. First pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Baseman number 10.
Ready now, Yulieski Gurriel. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Harold taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
David Dahl comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Way out in front.
That was a beautiful pitch, Matt, particularly in this ballpark. The ball flies here in this park, so he's going to have to keep the ball down. If he doesn't, we're going to see a lot of balls in the air deep for homers.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. David Dahl becomes out number 2 this inning. Nolan Arenado is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Alex Bregman.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Set to deal on 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Beltran. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Striding in, Dallas Keuchel. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play.
Keuchel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Striding in once again, Nori Aoki. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Dribbled to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. At the plate, Ian Desmond. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel. Into the windup and the pitch.
Desmond.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's forced to protect with 2 strikes as he had to reach for that one to foul it away. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
That is a tough pitch to lay off of. Look, it looks just like a fastball. You're down 1-2. You think he's going to challenge you with the heater, and he pulls the string, and he laid off it. I mean, the delivery looked like a fastball. Great eyes.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ian Desmond is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Nick Hundley comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
That is just a tough pitch to hit. As a hitter, you see that ball start right down the middle. You go to swing, and it disappears away from you.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fouled straight back. 2 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side.
Leading off for Houston, shortstop Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Hit the other way out toward right field. Martin is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, George Springer, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
And the inning goes. Here's Leone. Martin. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup, that's a great combination.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Just foul.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. The changeup and then the fastball. And he's lit the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Stepping into the box, Pat Valaika. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Ball 2 now. 2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
That one's in there. 3-1. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Pitcher.
Here comes the first pitch.
Anderson.
Tyler Anderson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Keuchel into his motion. Here it comes on 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Evan Gattis.
Leading off
He's
for the
0
Astros.
for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The next 0-2. And the changeup is way low. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Yulieski Gurriel will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Push softly over toward the right side. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. Digging in to try it again. Alex Bregman. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied into straightaway right. Martin is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The right fielder, number 15.
Now at the plate, Carlos Beltran comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Long throw to third. Farr's throw comes in too late. He's already in safely at third.
Now batting.
In now, Dallas Keuchel. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Boy, that fastball in right there really makes him conscious of the inside pitch and starts cheating. Now you're set up to throw something away if you elect to do that.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And a good throw is in time, and they escape the. So striding in, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
LeMahieu.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Liner towards second. Oh, and he misses it. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Center fielder.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. First delivery to him on the way. Snap throw from the catcher. The 1-0 delivery. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here comes the 3-1 pitch.
Oh, he's looking pretty good right now. Look, that was a nice swing following the changeup. He just couldn't put it in play.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. But this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again, 3-2. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Ian Desmond looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a two-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hard hit to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Catcher number 5.
Now to the plate, Nick Hundley. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 1-1, here it comes. Outside, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Here's another 2-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. Altuve for one. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gerardo Parra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Nori Aoki. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The left fielder number 3.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Aoki.
And a ball, 1-0.
Now we're going to see what he's made of, Matt. He got a couple of runs right there they put on the board for him, but now you got to be that stopper. This is the half inning. You got to shut them down after you were given some runs.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Late that time for a strike.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw a swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone. Because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Misses, ball 2. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Altuve.
First delivery to him on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Center fielder.
Digging in
Number
once
4.
again, George Springer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike 1.
Nope.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Counts 1-1.
1-1. Here it is. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Catcher.
Evan Gattis now standing in, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. To short, right to him. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in. Here's Leonis Martin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Oh, that was a nice pitch. A changeup first pitch. Hitter was aggressive. Swung right through it. That's how you get that first pitch strike, by throwing a changeup if you have an aggressive hitter.
1 away.
Now
digging in now, Pat Valaika comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Stepping into the box, Tyler Anderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a throw over. Don't want to forget about him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
What I'm looking for on that right there, he pulls the bunt back, but now you know he's bunting. You tried to make him chase a pitch. Now I come back and throw him a strike and make him get it down. They give you out, take the out.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, he's made 2 tough pitches. He's got a runner at second base, and now he doesn't have to make a good pitch. Make him chase something right here because you don't have to throw him a strike. Well, that'll get your head shaking at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Changeup called strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Ready on 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Ready for another chance? Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Beltran. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. And here's his swing and a miss as the count goes to 0-2 on Beltran.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Hit hard back up the middle. And Beltran's aboard. It's a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Now
stepping in and ready for another shot. Dallas Keuchel comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Too high. 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And he out his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, David Dahl. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far.
David Dahl.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 on his. Ready once again, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
Gurriel is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now
riding in once again, Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Ball 2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Another 2-2 offering. And another foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Nick Hundley is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And he's back easily. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Keuchel pauses. Here comes the 3-2. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Left fielder number 8.
In is Gerardo Parra. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. Weak chopper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Once again, a 3-2. Hard hit towards center. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. The runner scores from second. Now both men are across to score. Parra takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable. Stepping up to the plate, Leonis Martin. 0-for-2 here to start the afternoon. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Nori Aoki.
Leading off for Houston, the left fielder number 3, Nori Aoki.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Hit to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 1.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Martin is there, and it's a very quick inning as decided. Luke Gregerson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Luke
ready for another shot now. Pat Valaika. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Second baseman, DJ
LeMahieu is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. The windup and the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first two pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches.
One sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least two bases. And he is into second with a two-out double. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the tag is not going to be in time as they've doubled the score on him now. It's 6-3. Here's Nolan Arenado trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. 6 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Down and away, ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
2 strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the end. Neil Ramirez has been summoned from the
for the Rockies, number 59, Neil Ramirez.
George Springer is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
He threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your hands and just spread out and let your hands fly. They're going to be quicker than your bat is going to get to the ball.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Evan Gattis now standing in. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, they're running out of time. It's the 8th inning. They got to get some runners on and maybe come up with a big home run. But 3 runs down to the 8th. They got to execute. The outs are a premium.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Evan Gattis is sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
This is skied out toward right. Martin is after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Standing in.
Leading off for the Rockies, first baseman
Chris Davinsky is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom. Back up the middle. Correa takes it in. No problem here. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Nick Hundley. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And the pitch. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Gerardo Parra. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Now it's 2-0. 2-0 pitch on the way. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Scooped up. Altuve for 1. On to first as they get the double play to number 56. Will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 56.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
The right fielder, number
Here's Carlos
15.
Beltran. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball left side. Arenado's got it. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Josh Reddick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Josh Reddick.
In there, strike 1.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get 1 at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
Hit sharply on the ground. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our top player.